Aquarius, this is Just with your February 15th to the 28th, 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Aquarius, we're starting with the men. Men, listen up, okay? And usually, I go into this whole thing about, well, work and money and all of that stuff. But listen, it's more going on here than those things right now. There's a theme going on here, specifically to my Aquarius men. And this could also, apply if you have a Venus in Aquarius as well, because it has something to do about love. So listen up. Ladies, you might want to listen to this too, because this will apply to some of you with your significant other, with the man that's in your life, okay? Now, I see that you're in a bit of a dilemma. You're in a bit of a pickle here, okay? Now, there's a few people that's in your rotation, as they say, right? There's a few women on your mind. It's a few women on your mind. You have feelings for one person. I get 3 women. It's 3 women, okay, going on here in this cipher. You have feelings for one female, okay? You're going to cut one off. One, definitely you have plans to cut somebody off. I can't tell you who, okay? But you have plans to cut off someone. And you're thinking heavily about which other one you want to align with, okay? Now, here's a scenario. Some of you are already in a relationship, okay? But there's someone that you're starting to develop feelings for. So now you're trying to figure out, when and how do you disconnect from the person that you're with, okay? And it's not very easy. I feel like whoever this person that you're trying to disconnect with, it would be very easy to tell, because that's the person you're being cold toward, or you're being very weird with. One minute you're cold, next minute you're being nice, because you may feel a bit guilty, or that it's not really time yet, so you don't want to create a wave. But there is this thought of like you're having feelings for someone, okay, but you need to buy your time until you're ready to make that move. Now, it's not ethical. No, of course not. I don't have to tell grown people what's ethical and what's not. That being said, I feel that in another way, this is a situation where there's a couple of people that is in your life. You love one of them, okay? You have to disconnect from the other person because someone's pregnant. And some of you it's a no-brainer. Okay, I love her. She's pregnant. I'm done out here trying to figure out what I want to do and, plan the fill. I'm all in with this person, okay? It's very clear. Others of you may be siding with the person that's pregnant simply because that is the ethical thing to do. This could be your first child, and it's like, well, I'm going to, support her and be with her because, she's having my baby, and, it's just the right thing to do. However, you love someone else, okay? There even may be 2 women in your life right now, and then come the second week or the last week of February, you meet someone, and it's like, that's it. This is the person I want to be with. Mind you, your situation is all kind of complicated because one person is pregnant and the other person is pretty much insignificant. If there's 3 people, one person is very insignificant. You're already ready and planning to let them go. Someone could be pregnant, or they could have a child from you. So they're not really going anywhere, and you may be dipping and dabbing with them. So they're still kind of in your life, and that's kind of, in a gray period. But then there's someone in your life, either you've just met them, you've been dealing with them, and now all of a sudden it's like you love this person. You're really falling in love with them. You want something real with this person. And so there's that dilemma of like, okay, now I have to sift myself away from these other 2 people, because now I really want to make something real with someone. Hopefully that makes sense. Aquarius ladies, you are in there. Hopefully you can identify, if you can relate to it, that you will fit one of these criterias of women. Now, that being said, so that's what I see there with this whole dilemma with 3 people, 4 people, that sort of thing. As it relates to other aspects, I feel like some of you guys, again, at the workplace, you may find that someone is leaving, okay? There may be a situation where some of you have offered money or had to pay out money, and then the more and more you're paying out, the less and less your bank account is. So be careful with that. I do see money being lost to some extent. That is past energy, but I feel like it's still persisting. Okay. Excuse me. So be careful. And it could be, revolving around a child, that sort of thing, having to make child payments and that sort of thing. Again, if you're preparing for a wedding, getting married, there's some costs associated with some commitments that you've made. It looks like the rest of this month, some of you are just going through more personal issues. So there's the battling of how you feel versus what you should do, what your responsibilities are and obligations. Some of you may be, again, following more of the traditional route, wanting to do what is right, outside of wanting to do what you may personally want to do. So you may sacrifice self to do, again, to align yourself with tradition. We don't know how long that's going to last when it comes to Aquarius. So if you stay within something, again, traditional, it will be a work for you. Again, it's always work with an Aquarius to try to do things in an aspect of tradition. Now, some of you have been on the fence about, again, where do you go, which direction you're going to go, when you're going to go, that sort of thing. Okay. I feel like as far as the second week of February, of the last week, excuse me, some of you will start to be really busy with work, your own business, that sort of thing. So work and stuff will get kind of busy. I do feel like there's a lot of women around you. So women at the workplace may be more of a focus. Okay. Again, there may be this discussion of we have to get rid of someone. So again, I'm seeing 3 people. One person has to get let go. And some of you could be advocating for a particular person, especially if you are obviously a manager, supervisor, and you do, the hire fire, or you are an implement into that decision making. It looks like you guys are safe, so I don't see either of you on the chopping block. You may be telling people that someone or people at my job are getting let go, so that's definitely looks possible. As far as looking for new opportunities, it seems like you may, if you're a man, you may be interviewing with women. You find women to be very much the ones that will be calling you in, wanting to interview you, that sort of thing. And ladies, I feel like some of you guys are, if you're a lady and you're looking for work, it seems like an opportunity may be a rigorous process, okay? And it will come down to you and another person, okay? And it's going to be a process before you possibly can get an offer. I feel like it could be anywhere from 2 weeks or longer, or up to a month before you can actually get on the other side of this process. So you may find it to be very rigorous. Stay the course if you do with a particular position. Yeah, and I was feeling that too. It could still come up to be something that doesn't necessarily go your way, okay? So just, that's life. So sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But it will be a process. Now, love. I did focus on love. As far as your finances are concerned, I know I'm kind of all over the place as far as your finances are concerned, because I'm trying to get a lot of aspects in here. I would be very conservative financially, because the last week of February, I don't necessarily see a whole lot going on for you guys. Like as far as money is concerned, it looks like there's going to be working really hard, possibly, trying to prove yourself so you don't lose your job to some extent, or taking on more responsibility, perhaps because someone was let go and now they're shifting their responsibilities over to you and others. Okay. So there's that. Now, so be very conservative with money, because again, the more you're putting out, even though you're spending a little here and a little there, it's adding up and your bottom line is decreasing. So just be very mindful about that. Excuse me. Love. If I came into the video speaking about love aspects in one respect, as far as you guys being single, I feel that there may be someone that you still have feelings for or has feelings for you. Okay. And even though you guys broke up, I feel like the person may be coming back or have tried to come back several times, wanting to be with you. Someone could be extremely adamant about wanting to be in a relationship with you, not wanting to let the relationship end. And I feel some of you you have to be careful, because I feel Aquarius ladies, you're taking on, I keep getting like Capricorn energy. Some of you may have Capricorn in you. If that's the case, you're like a moth to a flame. You're definitely a magnet. And I feel you're taking on a lot of different type of energy, right? So if you're out there socializing, you're coming across as all different kind of women. You may have people where it's like you have to beat them off with a stick. They won't leave you alone. There's someone that you really do love and you have very special feelings for. And if that's And you may be thinking about, I'm ready to have a baby, Aquarius ladies. I'm really ready to have a baby. I'm tired of being single and just being all about work and focusing on my own personal pursuits. I want to kind of now have a baby. I've had my husband, I've had my significant other waiting for quite some time for this to happen. Now you're going to make a decision. You want to have a child. There may be by the end of the month, the thinking that, well, we have to get pregnant. We have to get married first before we get pregnant, that sort of thing. Okay. So I do see that some of you are prepping yourself to go into the next stage of a part of your life. Okay. Others of you are thinking about, where do we relocate to? There's plans to move. Okay. If you've recently moved and decorating a home and getting things together with your homes, what it looks like. And I see the funny thing is that if this is a really good relationship, I feel like Aquarius ladies, you literally are moving from the woman that, was very self-focused, very independent, very social, to now understanding that you're, again, taking on this aspect of wanting to be a mom and a wife. And I feel like because of it, now your whole entire energy is starting to change. With this particular gentleman in your life, there's this love that you have that you are going to protect no matter what. I get like a fierce protection over this love, this unity, this uniting with a particular person. So it looks really good as far as a love aspect. If it's again under those umbrellas and it's not this craziness with so many different people. And Aquarius men, I do feel like there's this love that's coming in. So the male aspect is definitely getting more in tune with his heart and who he loves, and he's going to defend that to the end. Like there's this huge defending, his right to be with a particular person, his right to do something. Now on the flip side, how this can also work out is that there may be some issues in your particular relationship or your marriage, and there's going to be this defending your right to do something as well. It may go against, to some extent, the ways in which you and your mate kind of relate to each other in the past. But whatever that is, you're going to defend your right to do it as well. So I do see it in a positive and also a negative. So that's what I have for you guys for the last 2 weeks of February. I hope that this has been helpful. For some of you, it's not going to be love aspects. It will be, more work focused. So again, it will be all in relative to how your life is set up. But that's what I have. If you would like to share with us in the comment section below how this relates, please do so. We would love to hear from you. And if you are would like a personal reading with me, I can be reached in the beginning and end to this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome, and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.